This episode of the Haunting You podcast is brought to you by VFX. Scare, entertain, and promote with VFX products. Learn more at vfxcreates.com.
Coming to you live from the Chamber of Haunter Studios, this is Haunting You. I'm John Schelt.
I'm Keoni Hutton.
And I'm Leslie Reed.
Welcome, everyone, back to the Haunting You podcast. And yeah, we're late. I know we're late. You know we're late. We know we're late. Do we even need to talk about it? I think we should talk about it. Because
we always talk about it.
We are late for a very good reason this time. And I mean, we are actually late for a very good reason this time. It's haunt season. Like, there's a ton going on. We're going to talk about all of it. But before we talk about all of it, we have other stuff we need to talk about.
Can we say happy 100th episode?
We can say happy 100th episode! Technically, this is the 101st episode. And if you get really, really technical, it might be the 103rd or 104th because of the last episode and bonus episodes.
Yeah, we've had a couple bonus episodes. So yeah, I think it's
There's some bonuses.
3 or 4.
We're somewhere in that vicinity. But we want to actually acknowledge and celebrate the fact that we have hit 100 episodes because that's really freaking exciting.
It took 7 years.
It's 8 years.
It might be 8 now that I think about it.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure we started this in 17. I'm not certain, but I'm pretty sure we started this in 17.
We'll go look.
You go look it up. But like, John, this whole podcast was your idea. Did you ever imagine when you pitched it to me that we would still be doing it 8 years later, 8 years and 100 episodes later?
No, I assumed, I don't know about you, I assumed I'd be dead by now. So, no, I did not see that coming.
That is a not entirely inaccurate assumption or concern.
Mm-hmm.
Fact, that 100%. But I just want to take a moment and just kind of reflect on where we've come from. Like, when we started this, we had just finished doing Arkham Asylum, our biggest home haunt to date. I had just moved. John's like, again, moved away from you guys is really the point there. And John's like, hey, I want to keep doing Halloween stuff with you, even though you're gone. Why don't we talk about it on a podcast? And I thought he was insane. Just like,
I mean, technically,
you know what's funny?
He is.
You know what's
no
funny? That just occurred to me.
What?
You know why we're going to do fantasy football? Because I am really good at getting you to agree to things that you did not want to do in the first place. This is a done deal. Continue.
I mean, technically, Kay's a little better at getting you to do things, but not entirely wrong.
Accurate.
Are you saying we're codependent? Is that what you're getting at?
God, yes.
There may be there may be more truth to that than I'm comfortable admitting.
I may have walked into that one.
100%. Anyway, I thought you were insane. I thought there was no possible way anyone is ever going to want to listen to us drone on and on about Halloween. And yet, there are people who listen to us. And
are you guys
regularly?
Okay? I didn't.
In fact, I want to tell a story real quick because our last episode was live from the show floor at Hunters Against HAH the Event, right? Down in Louisville, Kentucky. I keep saying Louisville because I had a friend who grew up in Kentucky and she bashed me over the head every time.
Appropriate pronunciation is Louisville.
Yeah, exactly. But I want to point out that our Doug liked to bash me over the head anytime I said it wrong. So I say it right. That's my point. Anyway, we were down in Louisville and Mr. Steve Stelton came and found both me and Drew Badger for the Big Scary Show on the show floor at Hunters Against HAH and gave us a Kentucky gift. So I wanted to give a shout out to Steve real quick because I am drinking the bourbon that you gave me that day. It's
yummy.
A little bottle of Jim Beam. And it is wonderful. Thank you so much, Steve. I really greatly appreciate it.
Oh, yay. This is going to be a drunk episode.
This is going to be a drunk episode.
Yay.
Closest I get tonight is you get me drunk on root beer.
Indeed. You made us feel very welcome in Kentucky. Greatly appreciate it. And cheers.
That's a good size glass you have there. That's a decent portion.
It is a decent portion, and it is a decent whiskey as well. So, yeah, like we have fans. We have a fan who literally sought me out, Andrew Badger, because who doesn't seek out Drew Badger, and brought us a gift for coming to Kentucky. So like that touched my heart, and I was not expecting it. I really appreciated it. It's nice to know that what we do here is actually appreciated by the people who are listening, and it's really not just us droning on and on about Halloween. But because we have hit 100 episodes, I think it would be kind of cool to give back a little bit. And we have friends kind of all over the place. And one of those friends, I haven't even talked about this with John and Les yet. So like, I'm excited to see what they have to say to this. One of our friends, Jazz, happened to be in, I don't remember where she was at the time, but she found an FYE that was going out of business. Do you guys remember FYE?
I have no perception.
I'm running with financial at year end, so
No,
I'm
no.
useless.
I recognize it is the financial year end. It is not that. FYE for your
You
entertainment.
guys just are coming up on your financial year end. I'm sorry.
That's true. Yeah, we're in the deep of it right now. But FYE for your entertainment is or used to be like CDs and books and DVDs.
Okay.
They sold like vinyl records and then had a variety of like some clothes merch type stuff, all related to movies. And right. So she found one going out of business and they had a bunch of horror hoodies. So she went through the rack and I had her pick up some for us that we can give away as prizes to people who do something in celebration of our 100 episodes. So guys, check out these sweatshirts, okay?
If I'm being honest, before you do that, I'm actually way more entranced by that sexy shirt you have on.
Thank you. I also love the sexy shirt I have on. Okay, so here...
Mine's not quite as sexy, but it's awesome.
That is an awesome shirt, no doubt. So check it out. We have Carrie. I love this one.
Oh.
Writing down the side that says...
Yes.
They're all going to laugh at you. So, Carrie hoodie. We have... Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yes.
Five Nights at Freddy's on the front. And Freddy Fazbear himself on the back.
The OG or the remake?
You tell me.
That's the OG.
That's the OG?
Yeah.
Then we have... Oh, there it is. Mike Myers, killing it since 78. In white. And my personal favorite, like, it hurts me a little bit to give this one away because I kind of want to keep it. But the slashers around the poker table.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Isn't that great? Like, we've got Jason, we've got Freddy, we got Ghostface, we got Chucky, and we got Mike Myers all hanging out around the pool table or around the poker table. I freaking love this
not gonna lie, I kind of want to carry.
So we're going to be giving these away. Definitely go check out our social media at Hunting University on Instagram and Facebook.com/huntingyou. Check out, make sure you are subscribed and are getting updates from both of those, because we'll be putting out messages on how you could win one of these sweatshirts over the next few weeks in celebration of our 100th episode and leading up to Halloween. Very excited to be doing this giveaway.
That's awesome.
So
Go
Jazz bought those?
Say again?
So Jazz just went through and bought those?
I mean, she did, and then the podcast reimbursed her, but she did all the legwork.
So she did not use the 5-finger discount.
She did not use the 5-finger discount. That is true.
Unfortunate.
I'm going to drink every time you mention theft.
Yeah, I was trying to stay clear of the word this time.
You might need a bigger bottle.
I might need a bigger bottle. Accurate.
You should not do that. I was going to say, we can get pages completely wasted.
Yeah, but on that note, we were at Hunters Against Hate back in early August, or rather, I was at Hunters Against Hate back in early August. If you missed our coverage of Hunters Against Hate, go check out YouTube, because that is where I put all of the vendor spotlights that we did while we were there, as well as the live show that we did from the show floor. You could find the whole video on YouTube, and there were some super cool guests. Leslie made it on. John chickened out. I understand.
I did not chicken out. I did not chicken out. I read the time wrong.
He did read the time
2
wrong.
hours late.
That is accurate.
I did text you, just like, dude, where's the link? It's not working.
It was hysterical because I was cleaning up and getting everything, situated. So getting ready for pack up. And then John texted me. He's like, hey, when are we starting? It's like, dude.
I went to use the link. It wasn't working. It said invalid meeting ID.
Yeah, because we had already ended. Hysterical. Good job, man.
Stupid time change.
Ridiculous.
I even asked to confirm and clarify.
She did in the group chat. She clarified what time zone it was. And John felt so bad when he realized that. I
did.
But he left Leslie to vamp by herself. And you know what? She needs you when she's vamping.
Yep. I either need John or I need a hell of a lot more alcohol. John's much safer option.
More alcohol.
I mean, so we could do you want to do the vamp now? We can do that. We can talk about like sharks.
We could. We could, but we have Halloween things to talk about. And
sharks are Halloweeny.
We could go as a shark. Oh.
We have a ton of Halloween things to talk about. So
zombie shark.
Wait, didn't digital effects or atmosphere? Somebody had a zombie
Spectral Illusions.
Spectral Illusions had a zombie shark idea.
I have it.
Right. Yeah, we have it.
We have Jump the Shark. That's it. We used it on.
We used it on the boat.
On the
Jump the Shark.
We used it on the Haunted Ship. Yeah, that's right.
Love it.
Haunted Ship Part 2.
Not to be confused with Haunted Ship Part 1.
Accurate. So
we've only done 2, right?
We have only done 2. Okay. We've done a ton of other haunts, but we've only done 2 ships.
Okay.
So it is
September. Your ships.
I know. I love hunting ships too. I have no more ships though. It's a problem. Don't even. No, not going back to a ship. Don't do it, Les. Hold your tongue, madam.
To a ship. I wasn't going to say you go back to a ship. I was going to say you
need to find a ship
in the land of ships and things. You could go find a ship.
We just need to find. Honestly,
are you talking about creatively acquiring a ship?
No, I am not talking about creatively acquiring a ship.
Drink.
I'm talking about. I'm talking about reaching out to local associated ships and seeing if they want to be haunted for morale boosting fundraising.
Legitimately, this is one of my ideas for how we take this pro. We partner with a museum ship that wants to do a fundraiser and haunt their ship. Right? Les has yes, exactly. So it's in my back pocket.
That would be pretty.
Hang on to that. But right now, I want to talk about what we are doing for.
Before you continue, I have a question for you.
Go ahead.
How, just realistically, because I'm pretty sure I don't know anything about the ships you operate, but I'm pretty sure you could not steal it alone. What is the bare minimum of people you would need to thieve a ship?
2.
Really? Oh, I would have thought it would have been low.
Depending on the skill sets. 2.
Okay.
I legitimately think Jazz and I could steal a ship. With her steering, me running the engineering plant, we could make it happen. It would be helpful to have John on deck working lines.
You want to trust him with rope?
I just need him.
I don't even know what that means. It's a bad idea.
Throw them off. Just throw them off. It's fine.
I'm not sure I could handle that. That seems like a lot of responsibility.
Yeah, but so two people who have the appropriate skill sets, we could do it with 2. With people without the appropriate skill sets, we would need a few more.
I mean, I'm not great at steering, but I have steered boats before.
That makes sense.
Good enough for me. Let's roll.
Excellent.
Sorry. Yes. Hold on. Sorry. Sorry.
So, couple of thoughts. First, throughout this episode, I want to sprinkle in just little bits of recordings that I took while I was at Hunters Against Hate, because we met with a ton of cool people who chatted with us and gave us bits of recording and to talk about why they were at Hunters Against Hate or where they came from and all of that, like we always do, right? But we are deep into haunt season, or really we're deep into build season. We are getting ready to open now in 23 days. 23 days. I'm freaking out. There is much to talk about there, and I want to keep this episode to a reasonable length. So,
and we're already outside of that.
Yeah, exactly. But let's real quick hear from a couple of attendees at Hunters Against Hate. Yeah, we'll just leave it at that.
My name is Greg, and I'm from Lexington. And this is my first time at an HAH event, but I wanted to support the community and see what's going on and maybe get a little spooked. So thank you.
I'm Don, and I'm with Spooky Twins. We're vending over here at Haunters Against Hate. We're from North Carolina, and we're having a pretty good time.
My name is Alex. I'm from Louisville, Kentucky, and I am Nina the Killer from the Creepypasta fandom. My family's vendors here, but I love going to these events because I love cosplay.
I have to talk about that one real quick. You could probably hear me in the background because when I started doing these recordings, I screwed up. I didn't realize I had one of my microphones that was hot sitting next to the monitor that was on my table that was playing some of our YouTube videos. And in that one in particular, it was a video of our walkthrough of Sanguine Creek Estates 4 years ago. And so there was my audio commentary over her. I apologize for letting that happen. I fixed it later. Yeah. One more. It is go time. Wish us luck. Hope to see you here tonight.
Hi.
If you're running your
Hello.
own house, good luck. Break your
I
leg,
am Nikki,
and we
and
want to hear
I
all that as set as
am
pictures.
from Louisville, Kentucky.
Happy hunting, everyone.
And
Good luck.
you're set up here at Haunters Against Hate with our rescue, Butterfly Valley Rescue and Sanctuary.
Hey, it's Tater with Froggy's Fog. I'm from Ohio, but my company's in Tennessee, and I'm here to support Paul for some reason. He said he's a good friend, and I just bought into it.
That's a good reason,
Tater.
right? Good old Tater. John dropped off the call randomly, so I'm going to keep an eye on him.
I'm gonna probably blame that on this child fighting
Accurate.
the red button.
He'll be back at some point. But yeah, so some of the people we met at Hunters Against Hate. But let's shift gears for a moment and talk about this year and what is happening with Sanguine Creek Estates. So we are super excited to be bringing the haunt back. And if you go back and listen to the last couple of episodes, not including the live show, but previous to that, you'll really get the details of what we are trying to accomplish this year. And that is we are putting together a 1 month long event, which will be, every Friday and Saturday and starting September 26th all the way up to Halloween. We'll have the grounds open. We'll have the crypt doing ghost stories. We're trying to put interactive things onto the grounds to encourage people to come and participate. We'll have the singing pumpkins. We will have ghost hunting. We will have spooky things all over the yard that appear and interact with guests. I'm making progress in all of those ways. Then on November 1st and 2nd, right after Halloween, Halloween's on Friday. We never get people coming out on Halloween because I live in the boonies. But Saturday and Sunday after Halloween, I am confident that we will have people come out for the haunt. So we will open the Walkthrough Asylum Saturday, Sunday afterwards. And I have made great progress on the preparations for that over the last couple of weeks. I have started building our facade, and
Which is looking awesome.
I'm so excited with how it's looking. So we were struggling to figure out how we were going to build this thing. And I wanted it to be huge. I wanted it to look like a Victorian mansion. I wanted people to be able to walk through it to get inside the haunt and then exit again. So 2 doors there. And I wanted it to be freestanding, but able to break down into pieces so that I could store it easily. Right. And so the freestanding was something that we struggled with a lot a couple episodes ago as we were trying to figure out how we were going to do this. And I think I found a pretty elegant solution to how we are going to do this. I made a front porch, which sounds ridiculous, right?
But it's a very, very functional solution.
It's an incredibly functional solution. So here's what I did. I'm a theater kid, right? And much of what I build is theater kid style. And so I built flats on the back out of 4x8 sheets of plywood. So I have 4x8 sheets of plywood just standing next to each other, right? There are windows cut out of 2 of them that will be on the outsides. And there are doors cut out of the middle 2, one for the entrance, one for the exit. And then attached, so those are framed with 2x4s all the way around. And attached to the top and bottom is a 3/4 inch sheet of plywood that is 3 feet wide and 4 feet across. So the width of the flat, and then it sticks out 3 feet. That's our porch.
Yep.
It's also a roof on the top. And then to keep the whole thing together, I put 4x8 posts on the extreme front edge of that front porch. So we've got 4, basically 4 foot by 3 foot by 8 foot tall, 3-dimensional boxes that make up this front porch. And it's freestanding and it weighs a ton, way more than, like, I can move each individual piece with difficulty, but when I bolt all of them together, this thing ain't moving.
Excellent. I like the safety feature.
Right? And one of the biggest things that we struggle with here in Maryland is the freaking bomb cyclones that tend to hit us days before Halloween. In fact, the last time we did this, we had a bomb cyclone the day that we were supposed to open, and we had to delay a day, which is incredibly frustrating. But I think this thing is built well enough that it will stand up to the bomb cyclone. On top of that, I was able to find a guy who was giving away old siding for a crazy low price. I think I got like 10 sheets of 12 feet long, 2 boards wide, laminate.
Vinyl siding.
Vinyl. That's the word I want. Vinyl siding. How much
construction job?
How much bourbon have I had?
Clearly not enough. You're not slurring yet.
No, I'm not slurring yet. So like 10 or 12 sheets of vinyl siding. And so I'm just cutting that down to the pieces that we need to fit all the pieces. And it's looking freaking awesome. I am so incredibly excited with how it's coming along. I've got all the siding. Not quite. I have most of the siding on the 2 windows. I just need to do it around the doors now. And I'm trying to, again, build it so that, all of these sections can come apart so that I can move it into place later, which is proving a bit of a challenge. We're working through those challenges. So I am filming all of this. It will end up on our YouTube when we get there. But the facade is coming along beautifully. So excited. On top of that, we have, I think, all of the material that we're going to need to build the haunt itself. Between the doors and the extra plywood that I picked up from the laser tag arena, we have a ton of material to make this thing happen. So it's going to happen. Where I'm struggling right now is finding actors. And it sounds like I'm not the only one either. A lot of haunts seem to be struggling with recruitment this year. So if you're in the Chesapeake Beach, Maryland area, anywhere in Southern Maryland, DC, Virginia, and you want to participate, please reach out to us on any of the social medias because I would love to bring you in.
So how many actors do we need?
That's a matter of opinion.
Well, I know that. What is the bare minimum number of actors that you need to staff the haunt?
I think we could get away with 5.
Okay.
I know a guy.
I've got me. I've got my neighbor across the street.
That would be 2.
Luca, my son, thinks he might want to do this. We'll see if that holds true.
Alan and I need to look at flights again.
Please look at flights.
We really want to try and get out there for this.
I really want you to get out here for this. Jazz had to back out, which is unfortunate, but she's having foot surgery 2 weeks before Halloween.
Yeah, only way to do that is if we can, we could put her up on one of the gurney tables.
I have a wheelchair. I offered the wheelchair.
And she'll be on the good drugs by that point. So.
Exactly.
She won't even know where she is. It'll be fine.
Yeah. So please look at flights. We can help fund things or something like.
Okay. Yeah.
By the way,
that
reminds me of a conversation I had like 9 months ago, and I forgot to mention it. I do have a friend at work who has worked as a scare actor many times and said if we ever needed an interview, he'd be willing to come on.
Is he you?
Yeah, actually, believe it or not, no. I understand why you would think that, but no.
Okay, just clarifying.
No. Now, he'd be happy to come on for an interview. I don't know if he'd be willing to fly to Maryland.
That's fair. That's fair. Well, we'll keep that in mind for after Halloween. So, other things that I'm really excited about. I found soundscapes.
Ooh.
And I want to talk about this for a moment because it's new to me, and so it might be new to others as well. First off, I went back to my good friends at Purgatory Props because I needed to restock on some stuff and get some things for, making animations happen this year. And I discovered that they had a new product that I was not aware of. It is this. I'm holding it up to the camera so that hopefully everyone can see it. This is the Ammon motor. It is. I mean, all of their controllers are tiny.
One of the nice things about their products, they're all.
It is indeed one of the nice things about their products.
Space saving.
And they have the other things that I've used, the Ammon Duo and the Ammon Quadro, which are 2-channel and 4-channel prop controllers. This is the Ammon motor, which is a motor controller. So it has built-in speed control as well as it'll take triggers, and it has just regular outputs as well. So you can control props with it, as well as you can control some lights with it, as well as a motor along with the speed control. I'm very excited to start playing with it. I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet, but when I figure it out, there will be a video about it. But while I was surfing around on their website, I discovered that they also sell soundscapes.
Oh, no.
And so I just started listening to some of them, and I was impressed. So purgatoryprops.com is where you can find everything that they do. If you look under audio and ambient, they have they have 12 different ambient audioscapes to help set the scene in whatever haunt you're doing. And it's everything from Butcher Shop, Evil Carnival, Mad Scientist, Insane Asylum, Atomic Wasteland, Industrial Factory, Graveyard, Dungeon, Ancient Egypt, Thunderstorm, Haunted House.
Mummies would be so much fun.
Mummies would be fun. Hold that thought. I want to come back to it. And Swamp. Those are the ones that they offer. We have a Graveyard and we have an Insane Asylum. So I'm like,
technically, our scientist is a little bit mad.
Our scientist is definitely a little bit mad. We could probably make that one work. I only bought the 2 though.
That's okay.
But listen to this is the Asylum. Just listen for a moment.
Woo!
Yeah.
Someone's channeling Joker.
I was going to say, I could, from hearing that so often in my life, I can almost tell you that is very loosely based on it. The amounts and everything.
What do you mean loosely?
I don't know if he dubbed over that or something, but that is almost spot on.
Fair. I totally agree. So that's definitely going in the haunt. And then out on the Graveyard where we have other stuff happening, here's what's going to be playing. I love the cause.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Get a little bit of wind, a little bit of bird action, creaking, and it's got that just really low bass.
Like that hum.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got some footsteps through the water or through muddy ground. Yeah, I think that's gonna just set the scene beautifully in our Graveyard. So again, purgatoryprops.com, highly recommend. If you are stuck on what you want to do for sound effects for your haunt, go check it out because they may have exactly what you need. And each one, $10 for an hour-long file that you can loop.
That's awesome. I love their stuff.
I absolutely
love
their
stuff.
They are also coming out with another new controller. It's only available for pre-order right now, but I have seen them advertising it.
Hey, did you pre-order it?
I have not yet pre-ordered it. There it is. There it is. The Ammon Octo.
Ooh.
So Duo, 2 outputs. Quadro, 4 outputs. Octo, so much more. It has 8 programmable outputs. Plus, it can control DMX. So if you are using DMX lighting, if you're using a DMX fog machine, anything like DJ equipment, if it uses DMX, you can control it with the Ammon Octo. And that is a game changer. If you're to use Fright Props controllers, you have to buy a specific DMX controller that can only be programmed on the computer. And while I like it, it's a little bit limiting. right?
Yeah.
This, you can program the exact same way you program every single other Purgatory Props controllers just by pressing the buttons on it. You don't need any special software. You don't need any special skills. It's so exciting. I am so incredibly excited. It's $190 and well worth every penny, in my opinion, having not actually played with it yet. But again, when I get hold of one, there will definitely be a video about it because I'm excited.
How drunk are you?
Not, I've only drank like half of my bourbon so far, so it can't be that drunk, right? Okay, so like that's kind of where we are on the build. But if you look around me, I am surrounded by shit, way more than normal.
Good point to clarify.
Right? But Les, check this out. I have a treasure chest. So this is going to be for the prizes for people who complete the ghost hunting challenge.
Nice.
If
Okay.
they fully decode the secret, they will get to pick something out of the treasure chest.
Do we have the secret yet?
We're going to talk about that next.
Okay.
So I just went on Amazon, and when I went looking for prizes for it, and like I found stuff like this.
I thought you were
So I've got a bunch of like pins and rings and watches. Here you go. Check out the watch. It's an eyeball watch.
That's awesome.
They all light up. And like these things I got 80 of them for like $20 on Amazon, right? Hugh, absolutely thrilled with that. Because I wanted something kind of a little more interesting for kids. I found these mini coloring books, Halloween coloring books, which I'm very excited about.
That's literally what I'm doing right now while we're talking.
Coloring.
Coloring.
I'll save one for you, Les.
Thank you.
So,
I don't have a Halloween one.
relaxing.
And then, of course, I'm going to throw candy in there as well. So we've got the light up stuff. We've got the coloring books. We'll have candy. I need to get some things that are, I'm going to say, appropriate for older trick-or-treaters. So I'm open to ideas here. I still want to get the pins that have like the SCE logo on them, or the buttons, but I need more inexpensive prizes.
I mean, there's a way you can reduce the cost for anything. I
Drink.
I only said that because you said I only did that because you're not drunk enough. That's the only reason.
I don't believe that for a second. You would have thrown that out anyway. Don't even.
I don't know. I don't know if I would have there. It seemed inorganic. But
bullshit. It was perfectly
When has
organic.
that ever stopped you?
Right.
Yeah,
Well,
that as well.
now I have a reason.
You
I
always
have a
have a
goal.
reason.
You do always have a reason. Well, Les thinks about other prizes that we could give to the older trick-or-treaters. Let's hear from a few more of our visitors from Hunters Against Hate.
Hey, I'm Steve Stelton here from Louisville, Kentucky, and I came out to the show to see some friends from The Haunting You, Big Scary Show, Halloween Life, some other call-outs I'm forgetting. Looks like it's going to be a great show.
And there's Steve.
My name is Kiana. I'm originally from Chicago, but I just moved here recently. And I've just been relaxing until I heard about the event and came out today.
Hi, I'm Willow. I'm from Lockport, Illinois, and I am out here with my business Stitching Hour as a vendor at Hunters Against Hate.
Hi, my name is Robin Parker, and I am from Ashland, Kentucky. And I'm with a group called Kentucky Embraces You. We are an LGBTQIA plus support organization. And we frequent Pride festivals and other events all across Kentucky and hand out free everything. We handcraft felted hearts, hug monsters that are made of yarn, all kinds of handcrafted things. And we also purchase things because the need outgrew the ability to craft. So all of these things are offered free to the public wherever we booth. And all these items are just to remind people as they see them every day that they are loved and accepted for who they are.
if people want to find you, where can they go look?
We do have a Facebook page that people can get in touch with us at. And basically, we are at practically every Pride event all across Kentucky, Pride festivals, and other LGBTQIA events.
Stephanie Lanham from Louisville, Kentucky. The reason I came out was to support the cause for Honors Against Hate.
I'm Natalie Hutcherson. I'm from Lexington. I'm out here to support the cause and also because my friends told me about this lovely convention, and I'm happy to be here.
Next, I'm from Ohio. I came for pretty much just see what everything's about.
Hi, my name's Devin. I'm from Scranton, Pennsylvania, and I'm here because I'm helping sponsor American Horrorplex.
I want to stop there and talk about American Horrorplex for a moment. Oh my God, Les. So on Saturday night, they did a after party at American Horrorplex. And as part of that, they did a show lights behind the scenes tour of the haunted house, American Horrorplex, which in their words is the #1 haunt in Kentucky. I could not independently verify that. So I just want to say I could not independently verify that, but I believe it after having walked through. It was super freaking cool. It's built like, picture in your mind for a moment, picture the docks. Do you have an image in your mind?
The docks? Like
The
Heritage Docks?
Oh, I heard ducks.
No. Like, if you hear the word the docks, like, it's going down at the docks tonight.
Sorry, I'm still picturing our high school and where the smokers would go.
That is, in fact, where the smokers would go. That is accurate.
I'm picturing Batman beating up people while shouting the word
Sorry,
justice over
my
and over
brain's
and
been a
over.
freaking pinball
John
machine.
has it at least. But yeah, it's like if you picture the docks at the back of your mind, warehouse district along the
Yep,
river.
Okay, no,
like,
I got it now.
Yeah,
Good.
that is where American Horrorplex is built into one of those warehouses, and it's kind of a unique space because it's an older building. It's super freaking cool, and the haunt is built pretty much inside it. So like they don't have to take down, move anything. It is a permanent structure. The outside has to get taken down because the warehouse next door needs trucks to get in every Monday through Friday. And so like I was talking with some of the guys who run it. Friday night, they are busy getting everything set up as soon as the last truck pulls out. And then they have to break it all down again Sunday night, Sunday, before trucks start rolling again early Monday morning. So a few challenges with it, but oh my God, Les, it was freaking amazing. It starts with, I don't want to go through the whole thing. I want to just hit some highlights. The first one was an elevator scene where they put you into a box, like a plywood box that's dressed up like an elevator, and it has pneumatic pistons on the 4 corners, and those 4 pneumatic pistons make that thing move so freaking realistically. It was incredible.
Nice.
I could not believe it. At the end of the haunt, they had the exact same setup, except dressed up as a subway car with monsters attacking it from the outside, and like that's your escape. You're escaping in the subway car, and same thing, 4 air pistons, 4 pneumatic pistons that are making this thing move like a freaking train is moving. It was impressive, incredibly impressive. The level of detail inside was chef's kiss. Beautiful, just absolutely so freaking detailed. They're like taking you through this picture like Last of Us monsters, right?
Okay.
Mad scientists created these monsters, kind of like Last of Us monsters, not fungus though, but reminiscent. And you're trying to escape from the hospital where they've been creating these monsters, right? So you actually go through like a decontamination process where they're blasting you with fog. You're sitting on a bench that ends up vibrating, and just like every scene has something that will take your breath away. It was super freaking cool.
Nice.
But even more cool was getting to talk to the haunters who run it, getting to pick their brains, seeing the challenges that they deal with. And I took so much away from that event. It was super freaking cool. If you are in Kentucky, highly recommend visiting American Horrorplex this season. It is a phenomenal show. Even without actors, it is a phenomenal show. But back to it.
Hey, folks, Jason with the Devil's Attic here in Louisville, Kentucky. Kentucky's #1 rated haunted attraction, thedevilsattic.com. We are here.
American Horrorplex would dispute that.
Kentucky's #1 rated haunted attraction, thedevilsattic.com. We are here to support Haunters Against Hate and everything that it entails with open arms and loving all walks of life. Come out and check it out, guys.
My name is Rachel Nickley. We are from Pembroke, Kentucky, and we came out to see the Drowsy Sloth booth.
My name's Kyle. I am from Champaign, Illinois, and I came out to vend here at Haunters Against Hate Event III.
My name is Amanda. I'm from Ashland City, Tennessee, and I'm here to support.
My name is Topher, also from Ashland City, Tennessee, and here's a supporter and a big fan.
Hi, my name is Nisa. I'm from Louisville, Kentucky, and I'm here because I don't work in the haunted houses, but I just love being surrounded by spooky things. So, yep.
My name's Shalane. I am from Otsego, Michigan, and I am here because the owner of the haunt that I work at is getting an award today. So, yeah, I work at Nightmare Realm.
Hi, I'm Carol. I'm from Kalamazoo, Michigan, and I'm here because my son-in-law is winning an award.
Hi, I'm James Butterfield. I'm here from Louisville, Kentucky, and I came here because Paul is a great friend of mine. I love the mission. I love everything this stands for, and I believe in wholeheartedly that our LGBT youth and everything about it needs to be celebrated and supported.
I'm nervous. All right. So I'm Nicholas. I'm from Louisville, Kentucky, and I came here today because I love haunts. I'm definitely a haunt enthusiast, but it's also very important to me, the pride aspect of Haunters Against Hate. For sure.
So yeah, just some more of the just absolutely phenomenal people that we got to meet at Haunters Against Hate. Les, what are you making faces at? My God, what are you doing?
Well, we know the filter's not working.
What is happening over there?
Okay. Stuff really good.
John, while Leslie calms down from the giggles, why don't you take us to a commercial break and then we will come back and see what's up with Les.
Sounds good. We'll be right back to see if Leslie's still with us. Odds makers just said no. Leslie's still giggling.
She is, in fact, still giggling. But I think she is coherent enough that she can explain why she was giggling before the commercial break. Les?
I disagree with you.
I found an awesome sign that I need.
And what does the sign say?
No trespassing. We're tired of hiding the bodies.
The part that concerns me is I have a feeling that is not for your home.
No, that's definitely
for your work.
That is definitely for work.
Yeah. I pity the new.
She's not denying it. So while we're podcasting, Leslie is looking for stuff for the prize box and she's dropping into the chat as we go. And yeah, that's how she's finding wonderful signs. If you would like to get hold of
pumpkin spice, flannels, murder, fall shit.
Yeah.
Oh, Les, what are we going to do with you?
Well, we could do that. See, I know we've had our fun Halloween episodes, and I know how popular it is. This may be a controversial opinion. I will take, for fall flavors, I will take apple cider flavored things over pumpkin spice things 100 out of 100 times.
I generally agree with you.
Yeah.
Like,
not that pumpkin spice is bad. I just feel like one's superior to the other.
It's
Absolutely.
overdone and
it's overdone. It's okay.
Not done well 99% of the time. Also,
I-
if zombies chase us, I'm tripping you. It's nothing personal.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
Naturally. I was super excited because I discovered Sam Adams Oktoberfest in the liquor store down the street.
Oh, it.
The October, the fall beers are starting to show up.
Okay. Looks like we gotta go to the liquor store.
I have not seen any pumpkin beers yet.
I've seen several.
Have you?
Mm-hmm.
So let's dive back in. We what do we still want to talk about today? We've kind of covered where we're at on the haunt. We are continuously talking a little bit about Hunters Against Hate, but we mostly talked about that during the live show. Well, I try to figure out.
The live show for that.
The bourbon is probably getting to me. Thank you, Steve. While I try to figure out where the rest of this episode is going, let's hear from a few more people that we met at Hunters Against Hate.
Hey, my name's Gray. I am from Nashville, Tennessee, and I'm here at the Hunters Against Hate convention primarily because I support HAH and their mission of inclusivity, and I support everything they do, and also because I love the haunt world and I love Halloween, and yeah, that's about it.
Kimberly Coakley, from Georgetown, Kentucky, and I came out here to support all my friends in Hunters Against Hate. I love them. Absolutely love them.
My name's Monty Crawford. I'm 34 years old, and I live in Louisville, Kentucky. I was born in Salem, Indiana, and until I met my beautiful wife from Louisville. And so I'm here to sell my resin, my beautiful artwork. I've been doing resin for about 3 or 4 years, and I love making them, making people take my beautiful artwork home and enjoy it. Yeah, shout out to Magic Man Magical Collectible on TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram.
My name is Rebecca, and I work at Haunted Hotel. It's on 4th Street, right down the street from Churchill Down in Louisville. I portray the maid from hell, Poppy. I'll put my hair up in victory rolls that look like devil's horns, and I dust all the new guests that come through, make sure they're nice and clean, and remind them to wipe their feet as they go through my haunt. So I'm not an aggressive actor like many of that hotel is known for, to be a very aggressive, in-your-face haunt. I'm more of the psychological act. I make people question, am I real? Because I am 4'7". I have some unique proportions that I lean into as an actor, and I draw a lot of inspiration from a lot of psychological thrillers that make people question as they come through my scene what's real and what's not. They are knocking me on the head. I breathe very shallow. I'm an opera singer, so I do a lot of breath control, and I do metal opera, basically. So lots of strength and breath control to be able to not look like I'm breathing, stare off in that glassy distance, don't blink, and they're knocking on my head. They're getting close to my face to see if I'm going to wince, and I don't budge. I don't move. I don't break. And then they walk by thinking, yeah, there's no way that's a real person. It's too little to be a person. And then I get up and they run like hell. It's my therapy, to be honest. I got into scare acting, but I have a background in opera. I wanted to be able to do the screamy, growly stuff without shredding your vocal cords, and there's a technique to that. And I did find a vocal coach that also shares my love for my husband and I's love for metal, and also has a background in classical opera as well, and understood the assignment and was able to work with me and be able to pull that out. We're still working on sustaining it, but it takes time. I take a little extra time to figure things out because I am deaf and I wear hearing aids. The hearing aids are not a replacement for hearing loss. They just help us function in a hearing world. There's still some obstacles that I have to work through. So I go by the vibration of sound more than anything, which I think helps me be more in tune as a massage therapist. In my profession, my sense of touch is very sensitive. So that enables me to do that job fairly well. And so I've actually found a vocal coach that I work with for that, to be able to do that comfortably. Yeah. So.
And I'm going to take you through. She was absolutely fascinating to talk to. An
The
opera
opera
singer
and
metal opera at that.
Honestly, brilliant.
Right? Like, I so want to go to a metal opera concert because I am so curious.
The closest I can get you is there's a metal band that I like, and I've seen them in concert, and it's not full opera, but it can get kind of close.
Operatic?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'd be curious to see who that is. If you think of it, send it to me.
I'm sending it. Just keep
Fantastic. But like, I love the way she talked about how she uses her breath control training in her haunting to convince people that she is not real. And
Yeah.
particularly because she is of, I'm going to say, short stature, she really embraces that rather than being ashamed of it to scare the crap out of people. And I just love everything about that. Like, super freaking cool. I'm glad I met you, and I hope your season goes amazing.
Okay. The band's name is Camelot.
Okay. I go by two names. My regular name is Jeff, but I'm a performer. I go by Annie Maneldew. Anytime, anyplace, any way you want me. I'm from New York, and I came here because I was friends with one of the face-off people who turned me on to the event, and then I got in touch with the guy who runs it, and they booked me as one of the queens performing.
Yeah, so one of the big things that they do at Hunters Against Hate are drag shows. And so this was, I don't want to call it an interview because she and I were just kind of talking, and her on the microphone, me not. So I asked a few questions here to keep her conversation going, but really wanted her to talk about her experience with drag. So here's some of that.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So on Instagram, it's Annie, like the redheaded orphan, ANNIE _ MANILDOO. Annie Maneldew.
Of course, what haunted house is me complete?
Sure. I went to school for theater like now 13 years ago. Oh my gosh. It's like you don't realize until you say it out loud that you're like, oh my gosh. But yeah, I went to school for theater. I got my associates, and I tried to do like the normal, like auditioning and all that stuff. And then one day I put on drag, and all of a sudden I was getting booked, and I was like, oh, okay, I guess this is the thing, like, sure.
I love that she was struggling to find work until she put on drag, and then all of a sudden all of these opportunities opened up. What a great freaking story.
Honestly, it's funny because I always wanted to do theater, because it's just like, fun expression, whatever. But kind of one of the like drawbacks to theater is that like you're under somebody else's vision, you're under somebody else's eye. Like, you don't have control over like anything but what you're doing physically. So the thing that like kind of drew me to drag in particular was it's like I'm my own director, producer, costumer, makeup artist. I write the script, essentially. I get to do whatever I feel like doing, which is kind of freeing as an artist. I mean, I don't know if I could say it on here. What kind of rating do we have on this podcast? Fair enough. Yeah, no, my general thing is usually like, I'm known for kind of like being like a Broadway theatery kind of queen, mixed with like more like comedy. You're not going to see me dancing and splitting and all that stuff. I'm the clown, drag clown, essentially. Yeah.
And let me just butt in for a moment to say that I was cracking up watching her performance at the after party the night before. It is completely inappropriate. I cannot say what was happening on this podcast and maintain the rating that we keep. Like, we want to keep it family friendly so people can listen while their families are in the car or whatever. But I was cracking up watching her perform.
You'll have to text me what her show was and her performance, because now I have to know.
I'm going to find the song that she was lip syncing to.
Was it from Avenue Q?
It was not from, it was worse than Avenue Q.
Awesome. Thank you. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Jody. I volunteer with Kentucky Embraces You. We are a fully 100% volunteer run organization, and we have volunteers all over the state of Kentucky. We have somebody who's able to go to every Pride event throughout the year that we're invited to. And we just show up and love on people. We give hugs, we give high fives. jazz hands, fist bumps. And it's just a chance for us to make sure that every person out there who may be LGBTQ and isn't getting supported at home feels some love and support from someone who cares about them. It's a great organization. And you can find us on Facebook at Kentucky Embraces You. And I think that's probably our best spot to find it. Thank you.
I have to talk about Jody for a moment because she so reminded me of my mother. She just has, she's super outgoing, has this very motherly persona. And I don't want to call it a persona because like,
It's who she is.
It's who she is. Exactly. It's not a persona, but her personality is just so freaking motherly. I ended up talking to her for like an hour at the show.
I love that organization is there and that they're going out and, providing that to all of these LGBTQ and pride events.
And she wasn't the only one either. If you listen back, there were a couple of other pride organizations that I talked to and gave us a small clip to kind of talk about what they're doing. So if you're out there, if you're looking for support, if you don't know where to find support, reach out to one of these organizations or contact us and we can help put you in touch with one of these organizations. We're more than happy to help you find support if you need that. I can't guarantee that we can provide that because we're hunters first.
We don't know stuff.
We don't know stuff, but we can definitely put you in touch with people who do know stuff.
Yeah, we can get you the resources that you need.
Exactly. But we are here to support in any way that we can.
Be cool if we could give like a donation to Hunters Against Hate.
We do actually. The Hunting You podcast does support Hunters Against Hate.
Be cool if it was like $600.
It's not that much because we don't make that much. How is that, John? My glass is ready.
Believe it or not, it involves completely honest means.
I don't believe that for a second. Let's be honest here.
You should.
No, you shouldn't.
No, you should not.
So you really want me to tell you?
I do want you to tell me, but it sounded like you were trying to be coy.
No. It involves getting at least finding 11 other people with $50 who may want to, play some fake football.
If anyone out there would like to join a hunting fall flag football league, contact John.
Partially.
Fantasy, not flag.
Just like,
Did I say
flag
flag?
football,
You
no
said
one will
flag.
show it.
If anyone out there wants to join
Very drunk.
I am only a little drunk. If anyone out there wants to join a Hunters fantasy football league, contact John. I'm going to have a good time editing this episode later.
Starkle, little twink. Who the heck you are, I think. I'm not under what you call the alkafluence of alcohol.
Wow, you did that really well.
You did that uncomfortably well. What is that from?
Unnervingly well.
My screen is over here, so like this is where I was looking, but I'm looking into the camera right now because I want you to see my eyes. Where did you learn that? What's that from?
It's a poem.
I mean, obviously.
Okay, here's the rest of it. And yes,
Did you pull it up for this particular event, or do you have it memorized?
That's what
I no, I have it memorized.
Yeah, okay.
Starkle, little twink. Who the heck you are, I think. I'm not under what you call the alkafluence of alcohol. I'm just a little short of sheep. I'm not drunk like Tinkle Peep. I don't know who is me yet, but the drunker I stand here, the longer I get. So just give me one more fink to drill my cup, because I got all day sober to Sunday up.
That was beautiful. Who's the author? Proper credit where it's due.
That's a little tougher. Hold on a second.
Les is going to look this up, but I am not going to finish this podcast until we have an answer because.
All right, I've got
cool.
one that
I was like, please be unattributed.
attributes to Bridget Patrick. There's also a bunch of different iterations. So this one is Starkle, little twink. Who the heck you are, I think. This is the one that I memorized. I'm not under what you call the alkafluence of alcohol. I'm just a little slort of sheep. I'm not drunk like Tinkle Peep. I don't know who is me yet, but the drunker I stand here, the longer I get. Just give me one more drink to fill me cup, because I got all day sober to Sunday up. So that one's Bridget Patrick.
Bridget Patrick. Thank you for that.
Sodally Tober.
I am Totally Tober.
Yes, I've had this memorized for a very long time.
I'm not surprised. This seems right up your alley.
Pretty sure I started memorizing it in high school and then made sure that I could say it completely appropriately drunk off my ass.
Yeah, I mean, what else is college for than doing that?
Pretty much.
I wouldn't know. I didn't get to have college like that. Anyway, no, I didn't. I'm making up for it now.
Sort of. And yeah, pretty much the only way you could tell whether I was drunk or sober was by my typing. Because all of a sudden, my spelling was accurate.
For our listeners, he's speechless. He has no words.
I have no words. You are the Tai Chan of typing. All I'm going to say. So
I think you should have, like, at least if you have any left, you should have a few more snorts of that, just so we can, like, reasonably throw out there, since no one can see, just like, damn it, Kate, put your pants back on, such things like that.
Yeah,
it's
we're
a
not there
family
yet.
show, even though it's not visual.
Indeed.
I mean, that's
So-
not exactly new.
No comment. So I think, well, let's sum up Hunters Against Hate. It was an absolutely phenomenal event. I really appreciated the opportunity to come share the podcast with people and really hear the stories of all the people who value this organization so much. We hear it from Paul all the time, the way he's touching lives, but going to Hunters Against Hate, I actually got to see the lives that he's touching and the effect that he's having on people. And like every time he got up on stage, just the roaring ovation that the crowd gave him was incredible. Paul, keep doing what you're doing. You are touching so many lives. You are affecting so many people. And these days more than ever, I think we need you. So keep it up. We are here to help you. All the love, man. So
are you drunk texting me?
I
see your
know-
hands, but yet.
Drunk testing me.
Well, that's because
that's filthy. Okay, no.
You understand, Les, the chat I have with both of you is not the only chat I have, right?
Well, yeah, but
You look so hurt.
left out. Back to my coloring.
Read you guys. I'm going home. Fine, Kate. You can take the drunk sexting and put it in the chat with Leslie. That'll make you feel better.
No comment. So
Only if you get to explain that to both of your wives and my husband.
they know what
I'm
happens.
pretty sure
They know what
both of
happens.
them would
I
try
know
to
they
shake
do.
their heads and move on. Or just so they probably each have like a private countdown clock.
I was going to say, my wife has already told me that her, not backup plan, but plan for after I die is to steal your wife and move into a
yes,
cabin
I've
in the
heard
woods.
this. Oh, see, I've heard some sort of beachfront property somewhere.
It seems to go back and forth between cabin in the woods and beachfront, kind of depending on how they're feeling.
I have a solution.
Oregon.
Is it going to be kill us?
No, New Zealand.
I'm sure
New Zealand. Yeah, New Zealand's a good answer.
There you go.
New Zealand's the perfect answer.
So we had a phenomenal time at Hunters Against Hate. Highly recommend it to anyone in the future. If they do another show, not clear at this point if they are going to do another show, but highly recommend it. If they do, you should go. It was a great time. Okay. This episode has been probably the least coordinated that we have done like ever.
Oh, come on.
But I think that's kind of appropriate for a 100th episode.
It is, because we've had a good combination of here's what we're doing, here's what we've done, and here's us being idiots.
I would love to
I will
do...
put
Go ahead, John.
the live shows against this.
You know what? That's
That's
a fair
true.
point. That is a fair point. Anything can happen on a live show. Those stand apart kind of on their own.
That's just 2 hours of shenanigans.
Chaos.
That is 100% 2 hours of shenanigans.
That's just what that is.
And it's a great time. But this it definitely comes in second behind the live shows as for like least coordinated, least planned. It just kind of happened. So it's going to be super interesting to edit this later and try to make something coherent out of these ramblings. I'm way past buzzed at this point. Steve, thank you for that again. But I think we need to wrap up before I really stick my foot in my mouth. What do you think?
I have one question because I think it's something that I'm supposed to be doing. Do we have the ghost secret that they have to hunt down?
No, you are absolutely right. We had talked about this earlier, and I told you to put a pin in it. Thank you for bringing it back up.
It's the only pin I remember. I'm sure there were like 5 others, but I remember this pin.
It occurs to me that he's trying to grab things. Like, are there visual aids?
As long as they're not sharp, pointy objects, I'm okay with him grabbing things in his office.
No, it's a hide and treat card. Yeah. So we have 9 different potential letters, and we just need to come up with a word to put on the hide and treat ghost hunt card. And like, we are now at a point where we need to nail this down because I need to get these printed.
Scallywag.
Did you just say scallywag?
I did.
I don't know that
word.
We're not doing a pirate hunt though. Like
hoedown. Hoot nanny.
Can I mute John?
We did this before. We have been down this road.
I did. Yeah, I should tell a story. I muted John right before we were going to kick off, and as you all probably heard, John kicks off the show, and so like he held it.
At least when he's here. When he's not here, I have to do it. And it's just not nearly as entertaining.
Handed me a hostage situation.
Yes, and we gave John all the power. Is what happened.
Which is that's generally a bad idea.
Yeah. So I think you're right, Les. We should not use Wendigo for the clue because we don't want to ruin the fact that that is the
monster.
The ultimate monster.
Probably why.
Okay. Then I've been having lots of fun with crosswords lately.
Oh God.
Yes. It's been a lot of fun. So I'll go through my crosswords and try and find a good on theme 9-letter word.
It doesn't have to be
duplicate letters. I know it doesn't have to be 9. But
and that's exactly what I was about to say. 9 different letters.
Okay.
But also, we need to keep it to a reasonable length that it can fit onto the card.
Okay.
We don't want the ghost to be so tiny that you can't make him out, right?
Right.
So I would say, like, we could probably do. This has 9 on it right now. We could probably do 12 or 15. Anything beyond that, we're getting way too long.
Okay.
And
so 12 or 15 total letters, 9 different letters.
9 different letters, and it could be multiple words as well. That's an option.
Okay, perfect. All right,
So,
I'll
Les,
dive
you're
into
in
my
charge.
crosswords.
John, what I need you to be doing though is creating flyers for me
No.
because you're really good at it. In fact, before I
wait, could that get me into New Zealand?
Maybe advertising potentially. Do what you can here, and you'll fill out your portfolio for your trip to New Zealand.
Actually, play fantasy football. There's several people from New Zealand. That's not good.
Anyway, I need you to put together a couple of flyers for me. I'm going to put all of the AI pictures that I developed into a Google folder. I'll send you a link to that. Please take whichever ones you think are best and
into a what?
Google Drive folder.
Oh, I thought you said Google folder. I was like, you can't be making up.
I'm probably slurring my words a little bit.
I will get confused. You will be texted.
Fair.
What the hell a Google folder is?
I really want you to use this one.
That one's good.
I love this one a lot.
That was pretty good. I like that one.
Right? Or possibly this one. This one has more like space around it that you could make use of.
Okay.
But it's the same idea.
I'm sure we can work something out. So wait, you want the flyer with that image with just some lettering and
with words? Like, do you remember the ones you did for Arkham?
Yeah. Okay.
You don't know fear, but you will, right?
I got you.
And previously, you'd come up with a tagline for Sanguine. What if what you feared most was already inside you? Yeah. I fucking love that. It's like my favorite tagline that you have come up with.
I thought you were saying like come up with them from scratch, and then it was like, oh, you look like you have a fair enough.
No,
okay.
So I'll send you the images that I've developed, and I want you to just build flyers similar to what you did for Arkham. I've also got a QR code to take people to the SCE Haunt website, so add that on there as well. But all of that will be in the Google Drive folder.
Well, I'll come up with some things and put them in a Google folder.
Thank you. And if you can do it in like the next week, I'd love to start hanging posters next week.
Well, I'll see what I can do.
You're my hero. So Les, you're in charge of the ghost haunt. John, you're in charge of the flyers. And Les, can I send you the file for the card and have you like manipulate the ghosts around to make it work? So that all I have to do is print it? Done. It'll happen. Let's wrap it up.
Alrighty. Well, thank you all for tuning in and listening to us on our disjointed shenanigan 100th episode. To all of
101st.
you, 101st, to all of you who have been with us for, as long as we've been doing this, thank you. We really, really appreciate it. Because again, like we said, we could not have imagined that we would still be doing this 100 episodes later. And to all of you who just found us, welcome. We'll have more Halloween, haunt, and other adventures to come. So again, thank you all, and drop us a line, leave us a note, comment, check out our social media, which the boys will run down because I don't.
Yeah, our social media is facebook.com/hauntingyou with just the letter U, Instagram at Haunting University, and YouTube at Haunting You, just the letter U. And of course, check out our website, hauntingyou.com, because that will give you links to all of our social medias, as well as our events calendar, which mostly focuses on all of the conventions that we keep track of, all the conventions we are aware of, as well as the Haunting You method, the method that we use to build our haunts, and we are using to build Sanguine this year. So if you are stuck on what you need to do for your haunt, definitely go check out the Haunting You method on our website, hauntingyou.com.
Yeah. And if you're curious as to what we're doing, and if you are in the Maryland area or want to make a trip during the month of October, you'll be able to get access to the Sanguine Creek Estates website, which will have all of the relevant information, and that will be in the show notes and is accessible through our website as well.
It is, and that is, of course, scehaunt.com. That is Sanguine Creek Estates, scehaunt.com.
Go leave a review.
And leave a review. Absolutely. The best way you can help us reach other listeners who love Halloween is by leaving a review, leaving a rating on whatever podcast platform that you are listening on. And honestly, the best part of my month is seeing reviews that people have put about the podcast. So whatever you think about it, write it up, send it into your podcast platform. We will find it. And if we really like it, we may even read it here on the podcast, because so many of them have made us laugh and smile.
Yeah, I should tell you about that. A lot of those are me.
I believe you. Well, that is all for now. It is September 3rd. We do intend to be back for mid-September and the 1st of October, leading up to our traditional Halloween campfire stories. Guys, start thinking about what stories you want to do for the campfire stories on Halloween this year.
I have some thoughts.
I bet you do. I have a new book that I need to go through to see what I'm going to do, but I'm also very excited.
I got to break out all of mine.
All of yours.
Especially because I just redid my library, so everything's all organized and I know where everything is now.
Nice. Very
And I need more books.
Exactly. But in the meantime, that is all for us tonight. So from all of us here at Haunting You, stay spooky, my friends, and happy haunting. We are incredibly grateful to all the sponsors who make this show possible, especially our premium sponsors, the Chamber of Haunters and VFX. You can learn more about our premium sponsors by checking out their websites at chamberofhaunters.com and vfxcreates.com. Check out our website at hauntingyou.com for more information on everything that we do. Haunting You can be reached via Facebook at facebook.com/hauntingyou with just the letter U, or on Instagram under the handle at Haunting University, and YouTube under the handle at Haunting You. Haunting You is a production of Sanguine Creek Entertainment. All audio clips and sound effects are used under a Creative Commons Attribution or public domain license from Purple Planet Music at purple-planet.com or the Sound Bible at soundbible.com. Please see the show notes for more information on all the clips used in this episode.